Hello guys, welcome to another grand interesting video on your Leansimcorp channel. And in this today's video, we are going to understand about physics in Nvidia Omniverse. Okay, so we are going to understand some physics methodologies, statics and dynamics. Then we are going to check it, how we can make a single object by using X-forms. Okay, so we will be understanding that in this video step by step, so stay tuned till the end of this video to understand this in detail. Okay, so let us do this. So what are we going to do? Let us go in the create and in the mesh. Okay, and in this we are going to bring in the sphere for us. Okay, so here comes the sphere for us. Okay, in this sphere, let us what we can do is we are going to bring in the mesh, we will be bringing the torus as well. Okay, so let us move this torus here. We have this sphere out in here. Okay, great. And let us check this thing. So here we have sphere. Okay, so we have sphere, we have torus. Let us add another sphere into the system. Okay, so I'm adding this another sphere just here. Okay, let us see. But now if you click on this and hit a play, nothing is going to happen. Okay, what we want to do is we want to make this sphere fall onto this torus. Okay, and similarly this fall onto this floor. Okay, or a ground. So currently if you could see, we are not able to do that. So what we can do is we would need to assign that which part is going to be static and which part is going to be dynamic using physics collider. Okay, so you might remember that we already created first video where we understand about zero gravity feature. When I click on that, it is also going to have the similar features. So on the right side which you see, these are physics collider features. And here you see these are zero gravity features. But if you don't see this in your Nvidia, you need to go here in the window. In window, you go to simulation, and in simulation you need to check this physics authoring toolbar. Okay, then only you're going to get this in your Omniverse USD composer. Okay, so now we have this window for us. Let us click on this sphere and we are going to make this as the dynamic collider. Okay, and you can get this one dynamic collider was created. When I will click on this torus, we are going to make that as the static collider. Okay, and now if I just play this, probably this should come down and sit in this vertex. So this is how it is going to look like. Again, there is one of the feature which you should like to get enabled, which will be showing you basically the meshes of that particular what I can say, the shape or the thing. So what has to be done is you are supposed to click on this and you will be seeing this mesh only for the static collider. Okay, you will be not seeing that for the dynamic collider. Similarly, let us make this activated as, let us make it as a dynamic collider and it will be falling down. So when I just click on that square button, it is going to go to the reset position. Let us make it play and you are going to have that thing coming out here. Okay, so now what we can do is we want to make one assembly, that is a together thing. That would be a cube. Let us bring in a cube, and this cube on the top of this, what we're going to do is let us bring in the what we can say the sphere. No, let us make a cone on the top of this. Okay, so let us bring in the cone. I'll just make this cone more onto the top of this. Okay, great. Now if you could see, these two objects are different objects. Okay, so that is what. But what if I want to make these two as the same objects? So then here you need to create a X form. Okay, okay? And in that X form, you are supposed to have these two things, okay? So when you select this, you're going to get this selected, okay? Now let us click on this X form and shift, okay? Let us make this X form as the dynamic collider, okay? So you see all these things here, and I'll just make this play, okay? We have this, and in this simulation now you can just throw this out like this. You got that? I'll just reset this. Now what have we done? Okay, so what we did is we created code and cube separately as entities, and then added those into the X form which we just created, okay? And then we applied this dynamic collider thing to your X form, okay? Now our simulation, when it is running, you can drag these guys like anything. So how you can do that is you need to, press and hold your shift key, and then you can just, by your mouse dragging, you can have that thing possibly. So what we need to do is start your simulation, okay? Press your shift and keep that key pressed, hold it, and then with your left mouse holding, just drag this thing. So you can drag this like this continuously. All the static members, into the environment can be dragged this way. Isn't it fascinating? Isn't it very great? You can just drag it like a real world, what I can say, the entities into the game. So let me just zoom out again, okay? And now let us check on this. So to summarize, what we learned is we created these objects onto your stage. Then we have understood how to bring in a window where we will be putting in physics authorizing toolbar. We brought in because we need to put in static and dynamic colliders. The torus is what we have put it into the dynamic or static collider, and you can see the green colored thing is basically the dynamic collider. Here you can see the red one, pink one, and here you see the green one. Again, when you click on this, the X form, you can see the green one, which indicates that it is a dynamic collider in physics, okay? Colliders. So then what we also learned is one of the great shortcut key, that is you need to press your shift key and then you need to drag this, but this is only possible when your simulation is running, okay? Then you can drag this way like this, you can just place this like this, and you can check how your simulation is going to behave. That is what we have basically learned. Now again, if you don't see these lines, what you're going to do is you need to click on this I button here. You need to go into your show by type, and then in that you need to go to the physics, and in physics you are basically going to go to the colliders, and in the colliders it would be selected as none. Click on it as selected. So when you do selected, you are going to able to see the colliders, which type of collider it is, whether it is static or whether it is dynamic. So that's all for today, guys. Let me know in the comment section how was this video for you and what you want in the next video probably, okay? That is also accepted. Hope you are liking our Nvidia Omniverse Composer series, where we are learning how Nvidia Omniverse tutorials. Currently we are working on learning the physics related stuffs. It really looks great. I really enjoyed this. I am very much eager to make very big models which would be quite fantastically working in physics, and then I am really excited to check those with our simulation softwares like in the Flexsim, PlantSim, and making a digital twin of the factories. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. Step by step we will be moving to that. We have just started, and we will be moving to that area where we will be creating integration between Nvidia and the Flexsim. So stay tuned with us on the Leansimcorp channel, and that's all for today. Let us meet in another very interesting video. Till then, bye bye.